Hi. So today I have written uh, all the tests which are mentioned in this spreadsheet. Mainly these are negative scenarios which are failing right now. Also I have updated the current project or the current test automation framework as the Maven project. So all dependencies will be automatically fulfilled by Maven. So we had close to 5 major scenarios. Uh, However, I have covered all of these in the test scripts that I have written. So the first one is the validation message is incorrect. So for that, I have written the null values test case. In this case, what we are doing is we are submitting the form as null values and we are checking for each of the negative error messages that should be there. So right now there are two issues. Mainly there are three issues in fact on the page that is under test. First issue is that last name is displayed as phone number here, then job title has no error message, and this is please enter your email. It should be please enter confirm email. So all these three issues would be addressed by this test case. So this test case would pass if all these three issues are resolved. So this one is covered, and also this one is also covered in this test case. Bug 3 is also covered in the same test case. Now for bug 4, the user can select yes or no and maybe option as well. So this test case is related to multiple radio buttons. So I have created this multiple radio select test. So this test case would click on one of the radio buttons and then would check whether other two radio buttons are enabled. If any of these is enabled, we will fail the test case with a custom error message saying multiple radio buttons are enabled to be selected. Another requirement was invalid email IDs are accepted. So for this test, I have written this invalid email test case in which I am passing an invalid email. This is the value of invalid email, that is a and @. So 2 characters I am passing, similar to the test data that is mentioned in this test case. So I am checking that we should get an error message called invalid email and invalid confirm email on submitting the form. Okay. However, if the form is submitted and the destination page title would be HW template sandbox once the form is submitted with incorrect email, what I'll do is I'll fail the test case saying form submitted with email IDs which are invalid. So this is a custom message that I'm throwing. So this is pretty much addressing all the scenarios here. Next up is Maven. So yeah, Maven is configured. This is the POM. So we see that in this POM we are using Selenium latest version and TestNG latest version. So this is the Maven project now. Let us run this. I've also generated TestNG.xml, okay, which has this form test class. This will run all these 6 test cases. So we are expecting 4 test cases to fail out of this 6 test cases. Let us run this as a TestNG test and let us see. So in this there will be 4 failures out of 6 test cases. Generic form submission would pass. Chrome and Firefox would pass. Internet Explorer has layout issues, so it will fail. So this is the sunny day positive scenario, which is passing successfully. Next up, with Firefox browser. Yeah, so the browser has been launched. Yes. Next up would be the Internet Explorer. So this has clear layout issues, so it will fail. Once the layout issues are fixed, the test will start passing itself. Now, null values test case, we'll check error messages on each and every field. On all the fields, we'll check this was the invalid email test. Moving on to the next test. This one is for multiple radio select. This one is for null. Each and every field will be tested. And let us see the results in the console first. Then we will walk through the TestNG results as well. So this takes some time to generate the test results. Let it generate them. So my test is terminated. The only time that is getting consumed right now is in preparing the test results. Okay, it is done, I believe. Yeah. So out of 6, 4 are failing. 1, the null values test is failing because expected is please enter your last name. However, we are seeing please enter your phone number there in the last name column or field. Multiple radio buttons are enabled to be selected, so the test is failing. Invalid email is failing because form submitted with invalid email ID. And IE form or IE browser test is failing due to form layout issues, which is the known issue. Let's look at the TestNG results. Okay, so Chrome and Firefox are passing, other 4 are failing. So we have 2 pass and 4 failures. Let us check the HTML report. So 2 are passing and 4 are failing. So this is emailable TestNG HTML report with all the details available. There are few more tests which I have jotted down in this more tests tab of the spreadsheet. So basically, we can test for these many combinations, including special characters, sequels, null values, maximum lengths. Okay, we can do boundary value analysis by doing max +1, max -1. We can do equivalence partitioning. We can do cross data type testing, like entering string in phone number field. From code, I can see that phone number is limited to 20 digits in length. So boundary value analysis can be performed by testing for 3 combinations: phone number equal to 20, greater than 20, less than 20. Invalid email IDs we already covered. Okay, so different value in email and confirm email, this is also a suitable candidate for test. We can do SQL injection and try to insert a SQL instead of some string data, and we can do multiple clicks very quickly on the form submit button to encounter any vulnerabilities or defects. Also, we can do browser related activities like force pressing forward, back, refresh, etc. buttons on the browser. So these are more test candidates. However, the tests which were mentioned in the tests requirement are already covered, and this framework is ready for Maven and TestNG respective. So once these UI bugs are fixed, these test cases would start passing themselves. Thank you.